Hey guys, and welcome to the third company night video. Another great night of fun with you guys was had, and plenty of replays were submitted, so let's get to it. We'll start up with the very first game of the night. The start to this battle made me wake up a lot faster from the nap I had taken before starting up the company battle. I slowly got to the top of the hill and saw a KV-1S. While yawning, I took aim at his turret and fired. Ammo racked him right through the front of his turret. Nice start to the battle. All the other KV-1S tanks showed up on the right side of the map, and we just sat there exchanging shots. They eventually killed me and the remaining guys, and Tom Thomas was left all alone with 4 HP on his KV-2 and could do nothing else but wait for the enemy to make their move. And they did. Suddenly all 3 enemy artillery come rolling around the corner, and they all fire and miss Tom Thomas. He kills the first, and the second one charges towards him. He reloads and fires another round off, killing a second grill. But the last grill sadly gets the better of Tom Thomas as he turns and fires its gun. We move on to the next game, a game on Prokhorovka. Each time we get this map, I write the exact same plan, and every single time we go by the book, then we win. Each and every single time. First up, this map only features cover on one side of the map. Why go to the other side? This is what I tell the team. The forest is a no-go zone. Everybody go to the right side of the map and kill whatever may show up. If the enemy gets too cocky and pushes through the forest without meeting anyone, they will push for the cap, since they will know we're all on the other side of the map. That's the biggest mistake you can make, since there's no cover whatsoever in the cap zone. Unless we forget to destroy the crates, which we don't. If I don't drive through them, my teammates are after me about it, and they do it instead. But as you can see, we took out the entire right side of the map and then went back home when they decided to try and cap the base. Bad choice, as everyone can easily fire towards the base from all angles, and just look how close I got to the cap zone and was allowed to fire again and again at their cappers, without any of them pushing out to kill me. Anyways, here's the same situation where we push right and nobody shows up at all. The entire team is on the left side of the map, and they all push through the forest and go for the cap. All I have to do is drive the exact same route back and start shooting at people, keeping them spotted for my teammates behind me giving support fire. This would also work in random battles, but it would be very tough convincing all people to do so, because so many people think it's good to go to the forest, because the bushes create camouflage for them. But it's really not a good idea. Anyways, onward to another game from Company Night 3. This time on Fisherman's Bay. The start is pretty basic. We all get to our positions and wait a bit for the enemy. KV-1S tanks are spotted in the field, and we deliver some shells to the side and rear. At one point a BT-2 sneaks past us and we give chase. Unlike Selfana, who just sits calmly up by the buildings and snipe it from a distance. Some people just know how to stay calm and take the right shot. Meanwhile, next to you is going to work in the town, firing off a shot straight into the face of a KV-1S hiding behind a corner, and Sweet Justice and I go in to help finish him off. Meanwhile, next to you hammers another shell into the forward moving KV-1S and also gets it on the way back to defend against the flanking force. Celsius comes flying in and takes off the remaining HP. I get a shot in on the Su-5 and Sweet Justice takes it out. Hanax dives into all of the enemy artillery and starts firing like a madman. Celsius takes one of them out, but gets taken out in the process. While Hanax has fun with the artillery, Jerry hits a KV-1S for 294 HP and later takes it out from behind a rock. Hanax finishes off one of them and Selfana deals with the last one. Hanax turns around and fires an on-the-move shot in the face of a Hellcat, and it starts chasing him, and in the end takes him out. Selfana gets taken out by a KV-1S, but Jerry has his back and fires a blind shot and takes out the remaining KV-1S. Mike Rommel is now the only tank left with Jerry and next to you on artillery, and even though he gets a lot of good shots into the VK-36, he gets flanked in the end by the enemy Hellcat, and the VK gets a shot on him. Now time goes by as the enemy slowly creeps toward Jerry and next to you. They would both die in one shot from our arty, so it was very understandable, but they still used a lot of time. When one finally shows, Jerry takes his time and fires straight into his face and gets taken out by the Hellcat in the process. Now it's Hellcat versus AMX 105 AM. The Hellcat comes rolling past next to you without noticing him at all, but next to you misses the shot and the Hellcat turns around. The Hellcat starts rolling back and forth at the house to make next to you aim different places, so he would have a harder time hitting him when he finally rolls out, but next to you luckily doesn't fall for it and waits it out. They both miss each other as the Hellcat finally shows himself on the right side of the house. The longer reload time on the Arty has just doomed next to you, as all the Hellcat needs to do is get around the houses and kill next to you in one shot. But as something straight out of a fairy tale, the bad guy bounces on one of the lowest armored vehicles in the game and next to you pulverizes him with an HE shell straight to the face. Great game all around by all players, and another intense moment to add to the Company Night archive. These are the highlights I picked out from the games we had, since I really want to show angles more than me in the good games, but I didn't receive enough replays from most of the same other great games we had. There are plenty other great games to be shown, but those will have to wait for another time. Take care guys, and I look forward to playing with you again next Company Night.